Osama bin Laden was a prominent figure in the global landscape, known primarily as the mastermind behind the infamous September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks in the United States. Born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in 1957, bin Laden hailed from a wealthy and influential family with strong connections to the Saudi royal family. His father was a construction magnate, and bin Laden grew up in an environment of privilege. Bin Laden's early life was marked by adherence to conservative Islamic values and a strong sense of religious identity. He was deeply influenced by his father's devout Wahhabi beliefs, a strict and puritanical interpretation of Islam. His involvement with radical ideologies, however, gained momentum during the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in the 1980s. During the Afghan jihad against the Soviet Union, bin Laden joined the Mujahideen, a group of Islamist fighters supported by the United States and other Western nations. Bin Laden's role in the conflict earned him recognition and respect among the jihadist community. The experience in Afghanistan laid the groundwork for his future activities and solidified his commitment to a radical interpretation of Islam. In the aftermath of the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan, bin Laden returned to Saudi Arabia, disillusioned with what he perceived as the corruption and moral laxity of the Saudi government. He became increasingly critical of the monarchy and its close ties with the United States. This discontent marked the beginning of bin Laden's transformation into a jihadist leader. In the early 1990s, bin Laden relocated to Sudan, where he established a network of training camps for militants. During this period, he founded Al-Qaeda, an extremist organization with the aim of establishing an Islamic state governed by strict Sharia law. Al-Qaeda quickly became a key player in global terrorism, responsible for a series of attacks against Western targets. One of the defining moments in bin Laden's campaign against the West was the 1998 U.S. embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania. These attacks, which killed over 200 people, marked a significant escalation in Al-Qaeda's anti-American activities and drew increased international attention to bin Laden's operations. The pinnacle of bin Laden's notoriety, however, came with the September 11 attacks in 2001. Coordinated by Al-Qaeda operatives, these attacks targeted the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., resulting in the deaths of nearly 3,000 people. The events of 9/11 had a profound impact on global politics, leading to the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan as part of the broader war on terror. Following the attacks, bin Laden went into hiding, evading capture, for nearly a decade. The United States intensified its efforts to locate and apprehend him, leading to a global manhunt. In 2011, U.S. Navy SEALs successfully located and killed bin Laden in a covert operation in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The death of Osama bin Laden marked a significant milestone in the fight against terrorism, but it did not bring an end to the broader challenges posed by radical extremism. Al-Qaeda, though weakened, continued to be a threat, and new extremist groups emerged in different parts of the world. Bin Laden's legacy is complex and multifaceted. While some view him as a heroic figure who fought against perceived injustices perpetrated by the West, others see him as a symbol of terrorism and religious extremism. His life and actions have had a lasting impact on global security policies, shaping the way nations approach counter-terrorism efforts and address the root causes of extremism. In conclusion, Osama bin Laden's life was characterized by a trajectory from privilege to radicalization, culminating in his leadership of one of the most notorious terrorist organizations in modern history. The events surrounding his life and the 9/11 attacks reshaped the geopolitical landscape and had far-reaching consequences for international relations and security. Understanding bin Laden's life is crucial for comprehending the complexities of terrorism and extremism in the contemporary world.